Welcome to the Divine Council. I'm one of your hosts, Jameson. Again, with me today we have, what's your name again? Astronite? Yeah, I think that's it, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Camo.
Don't even worry about my name. No one knows.
Yeah,
That.
don't worry about it. You're not important, right?
No.
So we're here today to talk about the latest reveals of the Sunstrike set for Elestrals. This looks pretty interesting so far. I haven't really seen all the cards yet, but the previews that we've had previously have been really all over the place, right? So we've determined that some of them are really stronger than we anticipated them to be, and others are just kind of right. They're there, they exist. So,
Yeah,
so we're
and
gonna kick
we
this
just
off.
ignore Cayman. Like he don't need an intro anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
he
forgot
doesn't
about him.
exist.
Yeah.
He's imaginary,
Well,
right?
you didn't say hello.
I'm just here. I don't
Yeah.
want to say hello.
Oh, okay. Screw you then.
You don't have to. Say it. You
I'll
just
just
sit
say
there and
it.
look stupid.
Yeah.
It's fine. So yeah, today they revealed a bunch of cards. I don't remember. Do you remember how many they actually revealed? Did we get a count on that?
More than one.
It looks like 20 new cards were revealed today. So we got a lot to go through.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm the fire guy, but I don't want to have to start off if I don't have to. So, Cayman, how about you tell us what the first
I'll
card
start
is?
it off because this one is really simple. So we've got Bellaby, who is champion of Hephaestus. 3 attack, 4 defense. Obviously, it's a fire Elestral. When you cast this Bellaby, you can search your deck for a Reforge and add it to your hand.
That's
Well, that's what the
super
artifact
simple.
is the
Yeah.
Reforge Searcher, right?
Yep.
Really
I think this is
need
the
it.
card with like the least text. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't Rumacol search for Reforge as well?
No, that's
No,
Stoke the Forge.
Rumiko looks for
Is it
Stoke the Forge or the
right.
or the Volcanic Forge, or no, a Stadium. Sorry, just a generic Stadium.
Yeah.
It's a generic Stadium Searcher, and then it gets benefits from Volcanic Forge, but also searches for Stoke the Forge.
Yeah, this
So,
one
it's in there.
adds Reforge, which Reforge has been the card that will add an artifact back from Underworld to hand and then heal that many spirits.
Yeah.
It's kind of sort of what artifact decks have needed, but I don't know. I don't play artifact decks, so
there's that argument for fire discard as well, but I feel like there's other cards which you need in that deck more than this.
This could work in just an Ares deck. Like Reforge works on any artifact, so it don't care.
Yeah,
true.
So you just have to splash a bit of fire in there.
So it'd be a solar fire deck, pretty much. Then,
but you're going to be running fire if you're running Drake Array, Dragolus anyway. So
so it might not be too bad.
Yeah, could be.
So,
it could be good.
Astro, what do you think of the next card?
So I'll get the bear with the scary lady on it. That face is proper creepy. But
she is scary.
It looks demented to me. I don't know. It's almost as bad as that Apollo artwork with Humbust.
No, nothing beats that.
True, but it's almost as bad. But anyway, Ursmog, champion of Hestia. It's a 1/2 fire Elestral. When you cast this Ursmog from your hand, you can Nexus a fire. When you do, special cast a 1 spirit Elestral that is champion of Hestia, or an Ursia from your deck. So it's kind of good, other than the fact that you need to Nexus a fire.
Yep.
That's my only gripe with it.
Yeah. I think the Nexus is a little excessive on the cost front as far as getting the effect to work. It's already a 1/2 bear, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're going to go get another 1-cost bear. There was somebody talking about the possibilities of this one. I was looking at some chats earlier, and they were talking about it's easy to get. It makes it easier to get Majersa out, and but there's so many other ways to turbo Majersa out. I don't really think you need this one.
Yeah, it's another way to get Majersa out, but I don't think it's the quickest way.
I would rather be using it in just a pure champion of Hestia deck rather than in a Bears deck, to be honest.
Yeah,
because most Bears cards want normal cast for their effect.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's it. It's not like you can special cast an Ursicol and get the search as Ursical's normal cast.
Yeah.
Right. This one actually works on special cast as well because it just says a cast.
Yeah. Well, so it requires a Nexus. That's the problem.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
The other side effect is if you want to go wide strategy, it might work really well in spiders as well because you got Warmite, you've got the Floracne, the champion Floracne of Hestia. So could be good, could be bad. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think if you see Hestia, this card's okay. But if you don't see Hestia, it's just a 1/2.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
not doing anything.
or a stadium or something. You need
Yeah.
a Nexus Bank to make it to work, and it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
If you don't have it, it's not going to work.
Doesn't work with Smokey either. We need to write a Smokey, make it a champion of Hestia.
Yeah, Smokey is just
You can keep
So
trying to
poor
make Smokey
Smokey.
good, it's not going to happen.
it's So all right, so now we got
Smokey is
another
good if you
fire
stack your
card.
Oh, yeah.
Another one. I got a 1-cost fire card that's a 2/4 Ash Rabbit, Champion of Hestia. Your fire Elestrals get +2 attack. Okay, auto include. I don't know. I don't need to know what the rest of that card does. When you cast a fire Elestral, you can enchant fire from your underworld to your field. Again, auto include.
I'm just thinking of this as a fire aggro deck. You play this with a Necroth, and if you've got Forge or the Valkyries in play, you're just going to make all your guys massive attackers for 1-drops. It's a bit like a Cockeray, but just 1-drop fires.
Yeah, my Trifernal deck will benefit from this so hard because I need extra spirits on the board, right? And if I can do it for my underworld, even better. So this is going to be an auto include in that particular deck.
I think this goes into fire discard as well because you cast
I think
it's a rabbit, you re-enchant itself, and then if you've got the Sulfurian underworld, it goes over the rabbit.
Yeah, if you're playing fire and any sort of aggro with fire, you need this card in your deck. That's just bottom line.
I'm also thinking like 2 copies of this and a Hestia in hand. I know that's quite a bit to ask for, but then you got 2 Ash Rabbits that are 6/4s, so you are not getting removed anytime soon with those. So, and it just re-enchants your Hestia at that point as well. So, like, you Hestia'd for nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is pretty good. It's really, really good.
Yeah. It's a good card, and I think it's a step in the right direction, but not quite where we need to be because none of these cards draw cards.
True.
And fire needs draw, but that's something we're hoping for in like the rune package or in some other element. I mean, if I have to splash another element in there to draw cards, I'm gonna have to. There's just no way around that. So
yeah, unfortunately.
All right, Cayman, what's the next one we got?
So the next card we've got is the Signectric Champion of Hera. It's a 5/7 2 Thunder Elestral. When an opponent casts an Elestral, you can disenchant Thunder from your field in order to target that Elestral and daze it until your next turn. That's okay. That's a nice effect, I think. It just stops you from getting attacked straight away. And then when you return 1 or more Thunder from your field to your Spirit deck, you can target and destroy a face-down Ruin.
So yeah, that second part of the effect is good if you've got Hera, but getting a Signectric out itself is going to be difficult. It doesn't really have any... It's not like the Onferial where it can just cast itself out. And the disenchant effect is kind of annoying because you need to hope to have more than just a Signectric in play.
Well, I feel like if it was an expend, it would be okay, but with it being a disenchant,
well, here's the thing: all of the cards that we've seen that are Elestrals predominantly say move a spirit from the field to your spirit deck, right?
Thunder,
so the secondary effect, not a problem. You're going to be doing that all day long, whether it's Hera or one of the other Elestrals that says do that. It's not a problem, right? So you're going to be destroying runes left and right. It's okay.
Yeah.
The when effect of when an opponent casts an Elestral, we have not seen a lot of that. That's not on a counter rune, right? So whether or not it is a disenchant from the board, I don't care if it comes from Signectric or it comes from Hera or the stadium or whatever. The fact that you can do that and then daze it so that it can't attack you is good. That's kind of the Raceros effect, but with extra steps. I kind of like that.
I don't sort of a worse Raceros effect, to be honest, in a way.
Yeah, it is because it's extra steps, right?
Yeah.
But I probably will tech maybe one of these in the deck, but I wouldn't do much more than that if I put any in the deck at all because of its current iteration. I mean, I love the rune destruction part of it, but like you said, it's going to be hard to get out because there's no way to special cast it.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a problem, but otherwise it should be okay. It's not particularly great, but it's middle of the road.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So, So Astro, you're going to bring us the next card.
Yeah, that'll be Racer Ridge.
Yep.
You can return a Thunder. Well, first of all, it's Racer Ridge, Champion of Hera. It's a 5/7 with Thunder Frost. So we can search this with the Frost Penguins, which is
Mhm.
nice, I suppose, if you ever played it.
Yeah,
Its
everybody plays
effect:
them.
you can return a Thunder from your field to your Spirit deck in order to foretell 4 and choose up to 2 Thunder or Frost cards foretold this way. Add 1 to hand, send 1 to the Underworld. So
Ooh.
that's kind of nice, I suppose.
Bring back Cedar Saw.
Reason why Caesar was banned.
That's why it was banned. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be crazy. So
That is
it's an
okay.
interesting effect. It kind of wants to work with Self Mill, but then doesn't really because
Yeah.
it needs to return a Thunder from field, which is what Hera wants to do. So I don't know how I feel about this.
It's going to take some testing, I think. I also agree that it's an interesting effect, but I don't know how viable it is in play. The add one, send one to the underworld effect is okay. That's interesting. But it still can't be P-boxed because it's a foretell. So you're not searching. You're
Because
just
he's not looking for a
sending
specific card
to zones, right? I mean, a seven body, a 7 defense body on the board is not anything to sneeze at. But I don't see myself playing this card in the Hera recycle deck. Just don't see it.
Yeah,
no, I think there's much better options.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So we'll go to the next card then, Jameson. What we got? What's the next one?
Magneros, Champion of Hera. Didn't we have a Champion of Aphrodite one as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Electric Fishes. That's what I'm going to call it. It's a 4/4 1-cost Thunder. This Magneros can be special cast from your hand with Thunder if you also return a 1-Spirit Champion of Hera that is not Magneros from your field to the hand and all its enchanting Thunder to the Spirit deck. You can Nexus up to 2 Thunder. Wow.
I mean, I'm guessing this is just a way to get Ethereal out turn 1, because if you've got Hera, this, and then the Platypulse and Ethereal, 4-card combo, let's go. Into a turn 1 Ethereal.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stack your deck and you'll be fine. But
the fact that you could just special cast it from your hand, but you also have to return a spirit, 1 Spirit Champion back to your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's it. It's not even like you're returning the spirit. It's the champion.
Yeah, well, if you're running a Champion of Hera deck, you're running champions, right? But my problem with it is the fact that you're returning an Elestral. You're giving up board presence to put this card into play.
Yeah, you're not gaining any advantage other than maybe stat line, and that's it.
Right. Really. So, I mean, yeah, you might exchange a base set Quackle for this, so you can recast the Quackle and heal.
Yeah. No, Quackle's
you
once
might
per turn,
do it,
so you can't even do that.
Yeah. Right, and then you got what was I thinking?
Sorry, no, I'm thinking of Platypulse. My bad.
Yeah, you're thinking Platypulse.
I don't think Quackle would work anyway because this has to be a 1-Spirit Champion of Hera.
Right. So
Quackle is a 1-Spirit Champion of Hera.
Not even the base set. 1-Spirit
Champion.
No,
the base set one, no.
Yeah.
So none of those shenanigans. So it's like, oh well, fuck that, because now I can't do what I want to do with it. It's just the issue with it overall, I think, is the returning of the giving up board presence just to put this into play, just so you have a Nexuser. No,
it's not worth it.
I don't need it. Unless I have good receivers, which I don't currently, I have no reason to play this card.
Yeah, it's not a fish either. You notice that? It's just a golem.
Yeah, it's just a golem.
It's a golem.
I think the original Magneros was also a golem and not a fish. or aquatic.
No, I think all the Magnaros are golems. I just think that
Yeah.
because we got used to the Magnaros from Livestream, which makes it
Yeah.
a
An Aetheros, yeah.
an Aetheros, is the reason why that one works so well. I don't see this Magnaros getting a lot of play unless somebody could figure out the trick with it. So.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back to Keenan again, giving us the next card.
Yep. So the next card is a Ast Rabbit coming back as Champion of Hera, 2/5, so it keeps the stat line of the original one. Obviously, it's a 1-cost funder. When this rabbit receives 1 or more funder, you can enchant funder from your underworld to your rune row. When you return 1 or more funders from your field to your spirit deck, you can swap each Elestral's attack with its defense until the next turn. So this is doing what Galaxy used to do to Rabbit.
Yeah,
it's got sick of getting Galaxied itself, so now it's like, I'm going to do the effect myself.
Yeah. But it's just a worse version because you need to return a spirit. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I don't think this sees much play.
I do like the receive effect, which makes what we were just talking about with Magnaros effective. I'm just gonna nexus it over there so that the rabbit can, add more to the rune row, right?
Yeah.
So you can power up your Hera, you can power up, your Zeus, you can power up whatever, your artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
You can just power up everything, and that's nice. But again, until I see it in practice, I really can't. On paper, it's okay, in my opinion, but in practice, I don't really see the appeal of it, other than
unless there are some really nutty, like continuous runes, like the divines or artifacts that we haven't seen yet, that want spirits on it. Otherwise, I don't think that you're ever going to be really triggering that secondary effect as consistently as Galaxy Champion, because it's just you can only really do it on your turn. Yeah, you can do only Galaxy really on your turn, but so far we've not seen anything that can return a spirit from your field to spirit deck during your opponent's turn. There's no counter runes that do that right now. So it's only really going to be your turn to out something. Probably just going to be another normal Ash Rabbit. So
I think if you're that bothered as well about the attack and defense swap, you just splash Galaxy into your deck.
Yeah, you just make room for the Galaxy.
Yeah. And the Galaxy only needs you only need a couple of spirits for its element, and that works.
Yeah, and the way a lot of decks are going now, they're pretty mono spirit, so putting 2 waters into a Thunder deck is not going to hurt you.
No.
Yeah.
No. So, next card, I think it's my turn.
Yeah, it is.
This is a Z-Possum. Z-Possum. A bit like Z-Frog. It is a free 1 Thunder, just 1 Thunder Spirit. This Z-Possum gets +1 attack for each face down rune on the field. This will be amazing in free for all 2v2s.
Yes.
It'll be totally fun.
When this Z-Possum destroys an Elestral in battle, you can special ascend into Electropossum from hand or deck. So it's another has to destroy something in battle sort of effect. We've got a dime a dozen for these. So yeah.
But this one has an easier time of it, right? Because of the attack bump it gets from face down runes, right?
Yeah, you could just stack your own field with 4 face downs, and now it's a 7 attacker.
Yeah. Well, that's it. They don't even need to be actual counter
runes. It doesn't say opponents. It just says face down runes. So any face down.
This would go really well with Champion of Sky Guy Toxion.
Champion of Sky Guy.
Yeah,
Toxion.
From the time when he set a Toxion face down in a tournament and couldn't find it.
Well,
good old days.
It also be a champion of Jackie Mewtwo's, I guess. So
but yeah, this one could be really good. In general, if you just have loads of runes in hand, or have like a late game sort of play with lots of runes set. Obviously good in multiplayer formats as well, which is interesting. Yeah. We just have to see what the Electropossum is like, because if it ascends into something that's really mediocre, it's not going to be really worth running. So, yeah.
Well, let's talk about that Electropossum.
It's such a good segue.
Oh, wow.
How about that? So it's Electropossum. It's a 2-cost thunder. 6/2. I'm not sure about these defense stats, but okay.
Yeah, I hate 6/2.
When this Electropossum receives 1 or more thunder, also from Ascensions, remember, kids, you can send a face-up or face-down rune, a thunder rune, on your field to the underworld in order to target and destroy a card.
This is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's got potential depending on what cards are yet to be revealed.
I mean, if you've got if you suddenly like we're talking about with Zipossum, right, and seeding the runes, right? You could put a face down thunderstorm. You could put a face down race to the top. You could put face down whatever, right? So say you don't have stadium, put face down race to the top, right? And you got Electropossum. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna send in Electropossum. I'm gonna kill this race to the top. I'm gonna blow that thing up over there, right?
Yeah.
Definitely has potential. I actually kind of like the possum line. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I do
It's a
like
neat
it. I just
effect.
don't
It's
like
just gonna have to have
Yeah.
lots of thunder runes to be able to do. And
Yeah,
so far, we don't really have many that you can really
just
use,
sacrifice.
especially in this deck. Like
Yeah.
you say, Thunderstorm, Magnetic Force Field if a burn strategy comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also a good side deck. If you think about it, if you're running a lot of runes in your side deck or whatever, and you swap it out, you could swap in the whole possum strategy in place of something else. Like if you're running like a Volt strategy in your deck and it's not working for you, swap it for the Zippos. You know, that's a good way to look at it. I mean, there's a lot of potential here, and if you get support in the next few sets, it's really going to be a lot of fun.
That's it. We just got to hope there's some Thunder Ruins coming out which want to be discarded.
Exactly, yeah. There's that. So overall, it's
Right,
pretty
well,
good card.
Yeah,
Thinking
I
of
just don't
things
like
that
the
want to
2
get
defense.
started.
Always scares
Hey,
me.
man.
Cryoblast.
Yeah, thinking of things that want to get discarded and cryoblasted. Came on. What's the next one we have?
So the next card coming up is a Chillotl, which is a champion of Keone. It's a 2/5. There's a lot of 2/5s coming out in this set.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, it's a 1 Spirit Frost, and the effect is you can foretell 4. You may add a Frost Ruin foretold this way to your hand if you do expend a spirit.
That's
Okay, so if you don't add it to your hand, you don't expend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just waiting for someone to let you do the effect, then try and go against you, and it's like, oh, okay, I still add the card to hand because the cost is the if you do part before the if you do. So the cost is adding the card to hand. The effect is to expend 1.
Once the foretell starts, whatever happens as part of the foretell effect, you cannot stop.
No. So, but it's the if you do section that is the expending part,
That's
because
the one
that's
that's gonna
usually the
throw it.
part that whatever's before that is the cost.
Right.
So
What
you
are the
foretell,
targets for this? What are you hoping to hit? Obviously, Keone, Blizzard, Whiteout.
Normal Blizzard, Cryoblast, Ice Age.
There's
quite a few cards
Yeah.
for this to be able to add and just go nuts with, really.
Yeah, the foretell's not an on cast either or receive.
No, it's just a you can. Just do it whenever you want. Which is really, really nice.
Which is pretty nice.
I think this card could probably just make Broomalinks not be played as much.
Ooh, does this go into my Rhinosec deck?
Maybe.
Oh, Rhinosec, that POS.
Add Avalanche.
Avalanche.
Yeah.
Good one. It makes some things stronger. I don't think it really affects anything else in Frost.
No.
Anything that runs a lot, if you run a lot of runes in Frost, that's a card you need to have.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those cards
that
it can be
nice,
playable.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, put it in the Humbus Mill. Foretell 4, Mill 5. And it's a 5 defense. Add Avalanche, Mill more. I mean, crazy. Could work. I
think it's a card which we'll see play. Yeah.
But
we'll see.
It's going to see play in Frost. Like, more Frost is going to want to run this to find their... like, if they're running Terror, they'll get the Aurora Borealis or the mountains or whatever they might need, the whiteout, the usual suspects. So I think it will
Sure.
be a playable card. It's the most playable card we've seen so far.
Yeah, I agree.
Out of these reveals, anyway.
Well, and then you're up with the next one.
Ooh, I get Ouroboros, which is an amazing name.
I love the name. I love the art. The art is
Yeah, the
killer.
art's really
Yeah,
I
it's
love the
pretty
art.
cool. Yeah, and it's a hollow, so hard to pull. It's a 2/2 lunar spirit guy. When you cast this Ouroboros, you can target an opponent's face-up card, return its enchanting spirits to the spirit deck, and that card to hand. Crazy. And when this Ouroboros is destroyed by an effect, you can put it on top of your deck. So this just outs literally
This is the
anything.
3-cost killers. These are the 3-cost killers.
Yeah.
It just kills
Yeah.
it. I worked so hard. I got my my Celestial on the board. I'm getting ready to do stuff. Okay, you do your thing. Okay, great.
The thing is,
I cast
though,
Ouroboros. It goes back to
the
your hand.
Ares Celestio can disenchant 2 to not be returned to hand.
Yep.
It's just like the there's another card that I'm thinking of. I can't remember. its name.
Can that be balanced?
Yeah, I don't think that one can be returned to hand either.
Ferrogeist can't be returned to hand either.
Ferrogeist is another one. Yeah.
Starbit.
Starbit
gonna
can't
struggle
be
against my
returned to hand. The new
Starbit.
Starbit, yeah. So there's quite a few cards that just can't be returned to hand. Like this.
And it's because of this.
This really just kind of hits every other deck that just can be returned to hand, pretty much.
Yeah.
Although,
I'm on the fence with
except for
this card.
Stratamorph, because Stratamorph can still just bag of wins them off back out again. So kind of irrelevant.
Yeah. I'm on the fence. It reads good. I don't know if it is actually going to be good.
It's going to take some playing around to figure it out.
I highly doubt you're ever going to get the destroyed effect to put it on top, because it has to be by a card effect. It can't be by battle.
Right, that's like resting,
Earthquake, and that's it.
Earthquake, whatever. Here's a fun thing I was noticing about this is that on the bottom there, if you look under the illustrations, it says Daniel Reyes and Neil before me. I think this is Neil's card.
Yes, he's the one that came up with the effect, I believe. He
Yeah,
paid
he's the
enough
one that,
money to get an effect.
Yeah, he paid for it in the Kickstarter for that. Yeah. So nice effect. I like the effect, except for the fact of it's not going to work. There's too much anti-kickback, and the stuff that you want to kick back, you're not going to be able to, and the stuff that you don't want to is just going to make for a bad feeling, in my opinion. So
it's probably a side deck card more than anything.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it would be really good in the side deck. Speaking of, really good inside decks, Scepter of Hera. It's Hera's artifact. It's a 1-cost thunder. There can only be one face-up Scepter of Hera on your field. So this is the first of self-limiting cards in decks, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Your champions of Hera get +2 attack and +2 defense. When you activate your Hera's active effect, you can return Thunder from your Hera to your Spirit deck.
Yep. I can see why it's limited to one on the field, or one on your field.
Yeah. It's
because you're just going to return everything and go, oh.
Well, that means that then Hera returns 2 spirits, but only cycles 1 from the underworld. Oh, no, it gets 2 from, well, 1
it'll get 1 from the underworld, but 2 recycled.
2 to the Spirit deck.
Yeah.
I can see that. You mean you could just kill Hera literally almost with this. So if you had 3 of them on the board.
It would be insane. But the thing that I'm seeing more of, like, why it's probably limited is the games +2/+2 for a 1-cost.
For all champions.
For all champion Heras. Yeah.
Right. You still have to enchant it to a dude, right?
Yeah, but if it's going to more than likely be a champion of Hera, so it's going to gain +2/+2. So it's going to be really, really hard to out initially, and this just makes it harder to out. Like having just one, a 1 spirit investment as well is crazy for a +2/+2. I don't think there's anything else that really does that other than Lyre of Apollo for Champion of Apollos, but that also swaps stats around, so that one's a little bit weaker for being attached to your own guys, because a lot of them have high defense, and you're going to put them in the position you've got the highest stats in. This
also works with the ones we were looking at earlier. What was it? The Zepossum is not a champion, so never mind.
It works with the
My bad.
rabbit. You could enchant the rabbit back.
Yeah.
The Signectric gains +2/+2, I suppose. But, I mean, do you really want to get rid of this? Because this Scepter of Hera is just a good card. You can only have one in play at a time, so it's just good to have
So
in
any
play.
other
You don't
ones in
want
your
to
hand
lose
are
it.
Yeah. Well, any other ones in your hand are dead. But then you go
Yeah.
back to you put extra ones face down, right?
Yeah.
And then you could use them as part of the effect of Electropossum, right? So you can just kick them
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
and use them that way. So I mean, they're coming up really cool ideas, really cool concepts. So that was cool. I like that one. I am going to be playing a Hera deck probably because Imperial is my dude, and it's one of mine. See, I have three, and that's one of them. So we'll go from there. So, Cayman, tell us the next broken card.
Yeah, so the next card was made by Dominic Toretto, Vin Diesel, family of Hera. I hope you all get that reference. It's a one Spirit Thunder Invoke Ruin. You can chant up to 2 Thunders from your Underworld to your Champions of Hera or your Rune Row. Then you may return Thunder from your field to your Spirit deck.
I see this being really, really strong with anyway, like especially Platypulse, this and Ethereal in hand. You can just get it out, but you still need a way to. The thing I'm seeing with this deck is, so far you need to have Hera in hand and in play at all times. Otherwise, your deck just does nothing. Because everything that wants to special cast wants to return something from the field, like the Platypulse. The Magnaros wants to return the Platypulse back to hand, and then you can't do anything.
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
You take 2 Thunder from your Underworld, you put it on your field, right? And then you take 1 from the field. Could be one of the ones you just put on the field under it's part of that effect, right?
Yes.
So you just kick that back. So it's basically using Hera's effect on things on your field as opposed to just Hera alone doing that, right? So this one, I actually would pack 3 of these in my deck just for that purpose. Because it keeps something alive, or if I really want that extra push, to do damage, with one of my Elestrals, just add that to that, just keep pushing. Puts a lot of pressure on. It reminds me a lot of Arcolith, but as a rune instead of a body. So there's that. I think that's fine.
I can see this working best with playing Mount Olympus. Because you're just going to give anything +2, and you don't have to return to the Spirit deck. It's just put 2 on the board from Underworld to your Champion of Hera, or even to your Zeus or whatever you want on the Rune Row that's face up. So it's just another way to just get a big dude, basically. That's how I'm seeing it. Like, there's many effects that want to just return a spirit, but it's looking more and more like you're going to need 3 to 4 cards in hand to have the perfect hand to be able to go either wide or go tall, and not being able to do both at the same time, just through lack of hand. It's the same issue that Fire Discard has right now. It's just it doesn't have the cards in hand.
Well, and I agree with you on that one. And I think it's something that we're going to have to play extensively to figure out the best iteration of the deck that works. I really kind of like it. I think it's going to be useful. Again, many different strategies are going to be able to use it. Aggro, Ascension, whatever, healing. They're all going to be able to use it because it looks like that's a you can effect, or you may.
Yeah, you don't have to return something.
So it's just so many strategies I can think of to use this card. So I think it's going to definitely be useful in the next iteration. So what do we got next?
So next card, High Voltage.
Danger.
It's a counter rune for 1 Thunder Spirit. You target an Elestral that is not Thunder enchanted and daze it until the next turn. So just a worse version of Dionysus Madness. When this face down High Voltage is sent from field to Underworld, you can return it to your field face down and give your Thunder Elestrals +2 until the next turn. That's the only good part about the effect. The dazing, not really relevant. Giving +2 and putting it back face down, really worth it. However, you would not be able to activate it if it got put back face down, I believe.
Not same turn, no.
No.
Because it's
unless
face
the
down,
gods of the judges have decided to change that ruling for putting cards back, which they may have done. We don't know yet. But it gives.
It works alongside.
This is the possum card.
Yeah, I was about to say it works alongside the Electropossum.
I mean, isn't the artwork the possum? I'm not sure. It looks like it.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. It's the
I don't know what it's
Electropossum.
cooking, but definitely Electropossum.
It looks like a P-gust or
parrot.
it's a
Electric?
cockadoodle.
Oh yeah, you
Or
can sort of see it in the frills around
It's
the
one of
head
the chickens.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the chickens.
One of the chickens. Do
And it's
possums eat
Electropossum.
chicken?
Yeah, yes, they do in this case.
Or do possums eat dragons? Because these are dragon cards. The cock lion is a dragon. So everybody knows that, right? That's law.
Draconic chickens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Possums eat dragons. Fact. I'm changing the Wikipedia page right now.
There we go. I was going to create it right away. So, not much more we can say about this card. I really kind of like it. I'll probably tech it, at least one or maybe two of them in the deck. If I actually build a Zippo deck, then yeah, I'm gonna tech all of it. You know, 3 of them or whatever.
Yeah, I think as a deck that would be really good.
Yeah, it might be
it'd be a fun
the
deck.
Zippo deck might be a new iteration. It seems like we're getting 2 new themes with Thunder in this set because we're getting we're still, obviously we're getting the Hera theme with send cards back to your spirit deck and so on, so you keep healing.
Mm-hmm.
But the Zippo and Electro, the Possum line, and now High Voltage seems like they're going in another direction as well, giving them another thing that they can do.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see if they're going to continue with that in the future.
I hope so. It'd be nice to think that they do, but you never know. You can't guarantee things like that.
Right.
Oh, I just realised it's +2 to all your Thunder Elestrals.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just about to say I don't think the +2 is really that good of an effect, but no, it is. If it's +2 to everything, yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends upon how aggro you are with your Thunder deck. I mean,
yeah.
It might
I
be
was
useful.
thinking the Electropossum and then just using it for the rune destruction, and then I'm thinking, well, it's a 6 attack anyway, so does it really need to be an 8? But no, it's the other stuff it increases.
Even with that case, like the Electropossum isn't on receive, so you'd need to sort of like alter to be able to trigger it multiple times. Like because if it's going to come out through its special casting condition, it's going to be in the battle phase. So giving it to an 8 isn't really that relevant. Well, it'll more than likely be an early point of the.
If you're really looking to push the Electropossum, you got Family of Hera that's going to add to it. High Voltage that's going to add to it. I mean,
Yeah. No, Hera can't because it's not champion.
Yeah. Well, I
don't
guess.
know. We'll have to see. We'll have to very craft.
I think you just run this with Thunderstorm decks.
Yeah, check that out. Yeah, that might actually help Thunderstorm decks a lot. We just haven't really seen all the value of all the cards yet in decks.
Yeah.
Well, this one's interesting. Glacial Stasis. 1-cost frost counter rune. This Glacial Stasis can only be played if you control a Frost Elestral. Target an Elestral. Until the next turn, it cannot ascend, and its effects cannot special cast Elestrals.
This is just the anti-Stratamorph card. Essentially.
Yeah.
It'll just stop something from stop it from not special casting. But the restriction of having to have a Frost Elestral in play kind of means you've got to run it with Frost. You can't just splash it into other stuff.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I love the effect, except for the limitations on it of having to have a Frost Celestial.
Yeah.
Now, I might be able to have a Frost Celestial, especially if I'm running a Frost deck, obviously. But I can splash a Frost Celestial and stuff, and I've done it in the past, but I really don't feel like diluting my deck like that.
Yeah.
I mean, is there
Yeah.
anything that you don't want to special cast Elestrals out?
It's one of them.
Not really.
You'd argue fish at the minute, but is fish going to be an issue?
Well, no, they special cast through their own effect, not
They
through
do,
the
yes,
effect on
it's
the
through
card.
hand as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Do
through
you want
hand.
to see? The problem is you can't get around Imperial, the Imperial
No,
champion.
because that's from hand.
Get around that.
It has
So
to
there's no
stop special
food for
casts
special
from
casts.
field.
It has to be an Elestral on the field that special casts when an effect
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, Hestia. But again,
And this
It's
also
actually
has to be a
like,
preemptive
yeah.
hit as well, surely.
yeah.
So
Yes.
the setup, the restrictions, it's cool, but it's like you said, regulated to a Frost deck. I don't think it's going to play.
Yeah. Is this the start of like Gorgons going, do you think?
It
moving to
seems like it, but this doesn't negate an effect that's already on chain, so...
No. I don't know. I don't think this card's very good.
I don't know. Unless there's
yeah,
some
I
sort
agree.
of very niche ruling that they've not told people about yet, because if, for example, the Moth is... You've let the Moth Nexus to special
Yeah.
cast, and then you chain this, it would stop it stopped the effect from special casting, but you're already resolving the special cast, so unless they change their mind and make it so this does negate that special cast, then it's it's not very well worded.
It's a preventive measure, not a reactive measure. I don't think it's going to see a lot of
It is, unless the judges decide that it's not. Because you know what they're like.
Well-
They like to change rulings all the time, or just not tell people rulings until somebody asks in a premiere.
I agree with that. But anyway.
PTA cryoling works
Yeah.
1 week, doesn't work the next.
Exactly. Same with Panda
Yeah,
Box
there you
Cryoling.
go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So, all right.
we'll have to just wait and see with this card.
Yeah, I agree.
Read's good, may not play well.
Right. It's good on paper. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So,
Right, next
Dreamlock.
card. Hey, I
Dreamlock.
want Dreamlock's my card.
Is it? Oh, well, go ahead then.
I'll fight you for it. Go on, wrong way, not that way.
I don't know which way it's turn. It depends
he's
on.
fighting the wall.
I don't
It's
know.
okay.
Yeah,
Moving
just
on.
leave him.
So either Jameson's just been punched or Astro's
It's
had it.
okay. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
Dreamlock is a 1-cost Lunar counter ruin. When this Dreamlock can only be played when an opponent casts an Elestral, Nexus Lunar if you do negate its effect on the chain and suppress it until the controller's next turn. This would be a really good card if you didn't have to Nexus.
Yes, it's trying to do Gorgon stuff, but requiring a Nexus. If it just costs 2 Lunar, it's fine. But having to Nexus as well, it
Okay.
sucks.
So
That's
here's
it.
how I look at it.
It kind of forces you to just run it in Lunar and nothing else.
And that
then
seems to be the case with a lot of these
Yeah.
cards. But here's the thing, right? It seems like because of people have been complaining about the fact of the core of the game of Nexusing has not been there, and at least not been very strong.
Mhm.
They're trying to shoehorn Nexus in now into effects that don't need it. It's like,
Yeah.
this doesn't need a Nexus. It needs to cost 2, or it needs to expend 1, or it needs to disenchant 1, but it does not need the Nexus because this is not. There's no. First off, you're putting Nexus on stuff with no good receivers. You
Or
don't have
any
receivers.
good Nexus banks.
Right, or good Nexus banks. So the thing of it is that this card is not going to see play because it requires me to be playing Lunar, being able to Nexus with Lunar, and have a good receiver to get what I want out of it. And no, it's not going to happen unless there's something coming that we don't know about.
Yeah. The only thing that I can
It's-
see with this is, well, yet again, I'm thinking of the multiplayer format because of what it says at the end. Until its controller's next turn. Not until the next turn. So it'll negate and suppress anything until the other players have had their turn. Which is interesting for multiplayer formats. However, it only works on cast of an Elestral as well, which isn't good.
Yeah. See, I've not played much Lunar, and I know the only divine we've got at the minute is Artemis.
Yeah.
But to me, would you rather run this or the Artemis's arrow? Is it the arrow? It's called Deadshot. Artemis' Deadshot.
Yeah.
Because that's on cast as well, and you can just disenchant for your Artemis to completely kill the Elestral rather than
Yeah, and it costs the exact
negate
same.
its effect. Yeah.
You just don't Nexus, you disenchant from Artemis. It's just so much better. So yeah, if this is meant to be a set 8, 9, what would the next set be? 8. Yeah, so if it's meant to be a set 8 card with a instead, and a does something really, really good, then yeah, it would be very, very good. However, can't guarantee that because we don't know.
Right.
But otherwise, it's sort of like a mid card. It's not good enough for Luna. We haven't seen that many Luna cards for this set anyway. So maybe it's absolutely insanely cracked and we're just powering it off because we haven't seen many so far.
Right.
But could be wrong.
Could be, yeah.
Could be very wrong.
Speaking of which, let's look at the next card.
Yeah. Is it my card?
That would be...
Yeah, looks good.
Oh.
Looks good.
Cat Abyss, which is also one of the attacks in Awakened. Haha. It's an annoying attack in Awakened. Because it always goes first. So, it's a 1-cost Luna counter, which is quite nice again. Target up to 3 Elestrals and or runes in a single underworld and put them on the bottom of the deck. If 3 cards are put on the bottom of the deck this way, draw a card. So, because of the way it's worded, it has to be from your opponent or your underworld. You can't do a mixture of both. And
Right.
if you do put 3 back, you just draw a card. So, this would stop things, I think, I may be completely wrong, stopping Asprowl and Blistrix and Kurabis. Not Kurabis. Dugabis. That's the word. That's the one I'm looking for. Because you would, in chain, return them to the bottom of the deck, and now they're no longer in the underworld to ascend over a dude in play. Unless I'm completely wrong about that, and it's like, oh, it's been sent, its effects triggered, it's now in limbo, it's not actually in the underworld. But I don't know. I would assume that it would work, and getting to draw a card is pretty nice. And you don't have to shuffle your deck, you just put them at the bottom. The reverse stacking.
Yeah.
Makes it easy for stacking, though.
I mean,
if you do it yourself, put your cards at the bottom of the deck, put them on top.
You also counters mill, because if you're trying to get cards out of your opponent's deck and you're putting cards back in the deck, that's counters that as well. So it makes mill even worse than it was before. So
hooray. I don't think it'll be playable outside of like a side deck card. It's going to be taking dense fogs out of the side deck, put this in case you go against Blistrix.
Right.
Yeah.
Or something else that uses cards from the underworld.
Yeah, like the Dugabis.
Oh yeah, you're gonna run this against my Rhino set deck.
Right.
Oh yeah, Hermes.
So,
count as Hermes.
Yeah.
Just put the carry-on and things like that back to the bottom of the deck. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, I get it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I see it.
Actually, it's got a lot more playability than what I thought.
It could be decent.
So, Patroclus's Dice. This is a MBT design card.
Yep.
A 2 Omni Rune counter. Target an Elestral and give it +2 attack, +2 defense until the next turn. When this card is sent to the underworld, you can target another counter rune in your underworld. Shuffle that card into your deck. If you do, return this card to your hand. If the shuffled card was a Shield of Achilles, draw a card.
One thing I have just realised with this card, the first part, target an Elestral and give it +2/+2, is actually +2 attack or +2 defense. It's not and.
No, that's and or. Yeah.
Is it?
It's I don't know.
Because the other cards that they've used for it has always been one or. It's not. Don't mean both. Like if there's no slash, then it's both. If it says and, I don't know. We'd have to ask. But when I've had a second look at it, it looks like it's +2 attack or +2 defense. But you could be right. It could just be +2/+2. Generic.
Yeah. See, there was a big, I don't want to say argument, but there was a big debate in one of the chats in the Discord about this card, whether it's good or if it's bad. I don't know if it's good or bad. So the argument was, you run this in Blizz, you mill this card, you then return a different counter rune to your deck. The problem is, you're still milling yourself, so you might just mill that counter rune again.
Well, here's the thing.
Mm,
You also, when you cast it, it goes to the underworld, so then it just comes back to your hand.
Yeah,
yeah, it
yeah,
never.
there is that.
Once
So
you've
it's
got it
like,
in hand, you never lose it.
yeah, it's always going to be there, right? So I think it's just going to be a side deck card, or it's going to be a fun niche card, but I don't think it's going to be really anything that's going to be something you need to worry about.
Yeah,
I will never use it personally because it's A, too slow, and B, I don't ever have enough counter runes in my underworld for it to matter.
Yeah, and then you're going to be getting rid of other counter runes that you want to use, like Pandora's Box, PTAs, in place
yeah,
of this, and then having the shields to draw a card. So
Yeah,
it's sort of, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It's just,
yeah.
it's
I
interesting,
don't.
but not necessarily good,
yeah.
I suppose.
And surprisingly enough, it's also our last card to cover for today's reveals.
Is it? Oh,
How about
interesting.
that?
Well,
Yeah,
that's it then.
Ooh.
So,
yeah.
yeah,
It's all the cards.
that's all the cards.
Um, so I mean, there's a lot there to unpack. We've only scratched the surface on that one, and we'll definitely do a full overview when all the cards are revealed. We're just going to do a full, big, mega episode of how we feel about each of the cards in the environment. We'll also have played a few games with these cards between now and then, so I
Hopefully.
feel that we'll have a better understanding of some of these cards
Yeah.
between now and when everything else is revealed.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that'd be a lot of fun.
But yeah, so
Um,
in other news, we
yes.
Ovens
have
news. What's cooking?
other news that has come to the attention of the people in the UK,
Hmm.
which I was made aware by you, Cayman, so go into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest
Yeah,
in-
so basically, I woke up one day, went to work as normal, got a message from somebody, and it was basically an email saying the UK distribution has stopped for Elestrals.
Hooray.
This is not good.
No.
Yeah, this is really not good.
This
Um,
is really,
this looks
really
bad.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the worst it could have been.
One of the
I mean,
biggest distributors for the UK for card games
Yep.
is no longer going to be stocking or selling to LGS's Elestral products. Now, we haven't got confirmation of exactly why, but we've got emails from the distribution themselves of
Yep.
what they said. And what was it? Lack of communication, was it? Something like that?
So yeah, so the first thing was nobody buying product. So obviously when new sets come out, products are going to move, but they've got products sat on shelves now which no one's interested in. And then the second thing was lack of communication. And I've heard this from not just the distribution, I've heard this from other stores as well, asking for advice on certain things, and then just being sent a YouTube video guide rather than a human conversation on what to do.
Yeah.
So it kind of just feels like oh yeah, you said we can message you, we can email you, we're asking for your help, and you're just going, oh yeah, here's a book.
Yeah.
Sort it
Here's a
yourself.
guide of how to do it, sort of
Yeah,
thing, is what
yeah.
they're getting sent. It's
Yeah.
it's really not a good look. It's unfortunate.
No.
Which means now the only way the UK is getting product is ordering direct from Elestrals and getting insane shipping fees, customs charges
Yep.
as well. So
Well,
it's going to cost
customs
double the
charges-
prices for a booster box
Easy.
now for us.
Easy.
And it's
Yeah,
just
so
not going
a
to be worth
booster
it.
box. Yeah, a booster box itself is about £40 shipping for us. I know we got our ambassador stuff,
Mhm.
and I'm pretty sure my ambassador order, even though it was zero, and thank you very much for sending that out to us. Even though it was zero, it was valued at like £125, £130, and I got a £50 custom fee on that.
Yeah.
So that's like I said, double what it's making a booster box double the price.
Yeah, I'm exactly
Yeah.
the same. Mine arrived today, and I believe it was around somewhere between like 150 and 160, something like that, is
Yeah.
the total order price. But because it was an ambassador gift, it was free. They just did a discount. But
Yeah.
our customs fees for everybody in the UK so far, I don't think anybody's got it without a customs fee so far, has been 50. And
Yeah.
I don't know why we all of a sudden just got this customs charge, because for pricing, we've never had that. Other things that
Right.
have come through, we've never had customs fees, like things like Shattered Stars. I don't think they've ever had custom fees
So
to
the
them.
Shattered Stars. So doing it. So I did Shattered Stars by myself at the start. Never had custom fees.
Same.
And then obviously we've started doing like a bulk group order to save on shipping. That always is custom fees because the order's like over $1,000. So we do expect that to get some sort of fees.
Yeah.
But
Well, my
it's
ambassador
just
box
small
was
stuff now.
smaller than my second place prize box,
Yeah.
and I
yeah.
didn't get customs on that. And the value of my prizing was more than double what this ambassador stuff was, even with the discount. Because that's how they did the prizing. They did the value of being 2 booster boxes and then these cards and packs, but just did it as discount minus whatever the cost was. Which is the same way they did the ambassador things, but we've been given custom charges, which is really, really odd. I don't get it.
I think it's how it's labeled, how it's packed, how it's shipped. I think there's a number of factors to go into that. Obviously, I don't know anything about anything. I mean, I first heard about this issue with you guys because I am not in the United Kingdom. But because of the whole thing about tariffs and whatnot going on with the United States and other countries, I don't know if that has a factor with it. I don't know if it's the way that they ship it, because like you said, you got your prize package and you didn't have to pay a customs fee on that.
No,
And it
and
was
the
a
box,
greater value.
the physical box was bigger for the prizing than it was for this.
Right. And then
ambassador.
the ambassador stuff is coming a different way or through a different shipper or something.
Well, we
that's
thought it
causing
would be
to
different
the
shippers
customs.
because, like, if different shippers was the issue, because some people got theirs through FedEx, some people got it through Ascendia. Mine was Ascendia.
Yeah.
Yours was
Mine was
FedEx,
FedEx.
but we still got the exact same custom charges.
Well, no, I'm saying it's not about the exact how the shipping works. It's just how they market for shipping is like how they filled out the custom forms for
Yeah,
shipping
probably.
it overseas, all of that stuff. So somebody somewhere has mucked it up. So now you're paying extra for a product you should not be paying for. It should be 100% free, should be shipped free, everything should be free, because you earned that by doing essentially your job, right?
Yeah.
Basically,
And because they're not doing it properly, you're penalized for that. So on top of the fact that you don't have distribution from a major distributor in your country, now you're getting improper customs forms filled out so that you have to pay for it. So it's like it's a double whammy on your side, and I really don't think that that's fair, because I have to pay shipping for most of my stuff. But my compensation stuff is always free because I'm in the United States. So it's like I never have to pay for anything. I don't have to pay custom fees because they're already here. Right. So I don't think that's fair. I think that's also the way of the future. What they're looking at is the fact of, well, how much more money can we milk out of this? I don't think that that's
well,
true, but
that won't make
that's
sense
what,
because they wouldn't get money from customs. That goes to the
well, I
government.
know. It's
So it's
just
a
an
little bit
improper
different
fill out
for that way.
Yeah, well, it's the improper fill out of a form.
Yeah, 100%. That's what it feels
Unless
like.
Donald Trump's got shares in Elestrals.
Yeah, I don't think that has. I don't think that's true because otherwise we would have a hell
It'd be
of a
the best
lot more.
game. It ever was. The greatest.
Make Elestrals great again.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's just improper customs forms are being filled out, and you're getting penalized for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to change it, no matter how much you complain about it. I think that's exactly what's happening here. But it's unfortunate, but it is a sign of the future, because they worked really hard to get this distribution deal, and now it's gone away here. What, a year later?
For it just
I believe it was even less than a year. Like it maybe
it will be
just the start,
well,
or maybe just the end of Firestorm is when UK distribution.
I feel like we've had one set.
Yeah, like Livestream was meant to be the set that was going to start off the distribution, but then it was an absolute mess. Product didn't arrive on time and things like that.
Improper communication, all that stuff.
Well, yeah, according to the distributor, there was just lack of communication. But
that's it as well. So I can't speak. The distributor will get blamed for that through stores. So if stores are expecting orders, they're not going to go to Elestrals and be like, "Where's my product?" They're going to
Yeah.
go to the distributor.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
then if the distributor
And
goes
if
to
they've not been
Elestrals and
sent the
don't get
stuff,
anything,
yeah,
then
yeah,
yeah.
So here's my question, right? So now that that's a problem and that's an issue, and we realize that now, right? That after one set and
Mhm.
all the issues they had with distribution and all that stuff, how is that going to affect the TCG player? Because they worked really hard to get on TCG player. Are the sales there for that as well, or is that going to get dropped soon too?
Well,
Because
as far as I know, for TCG player, there's only really 2 to 3 sellers actually
yep,
doing any of the TCG player
yeah.
marketing. Now, us in the UK, we could possibly get singles from them. However, it would cost us $50 for shipping just for singles. So it's not
right.
worth it. But we do have someone in the
Cool.
UK that is currently working on a card market esque system
Mhm.
to buy singles within the EU and Australia because Australia can't buy singles from TCG player. Currently, they're having
Because
to pay over $300, is what I was told. I don't know if that was dollary dues or US dollars.
gallery dues,
Yeah, dollary dues or eagle dollars. I don't know, one of the two.
Yeah.
From another creator who just buys like a million cases at once of the newest product. So
Oh,
I
is it
don't.
a
Right.
playset of every card?
Yeah, they buy a playset of every card that's not full
Yeah.
art or stellar or etc. So the commons, rares, hollows, all that. They'll buy a playset and get them delivered for at least 300 each for each person. So that's a lot of
right.
money for singles, and
Sure.
it's because they can't get product.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
they do have distribution, it's just not great, and it's customs fees, shipping, all that malarkey that
Right.
goes with it is
So
causing issues.
okay.
But for
So
singles market, TCG Player or the Celestial Discord is the only place. TCG Player's pricing is insane, and I would say completely not worth the costs for most of them.
right.
Discord Marketplace is very hit and miss whether people buy the cards or even sell cards that
Yeah.
you're after. So
Oh,
for us in the EU,
then
we don't have anywhere. So Card
so
Market
the
was something we'd asked about.
yeah.
A-Drive had gone into asking about it and sorting it and saying, "Oh, we should be able to get it in with distribution," and then it just never came, and it was always just no information regarding it. So whether we've
Right.
ever going to be able to get Card Market, I don't think it's completely off the table. But right now, I just don't think so. So we've got to wait on this guy. I believe it was Mike is setting
Yes,
up this
Mike,
website.
Yeah.
I want to say it's called nexusforgames.co.uk, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure on the name, but I know he did send some videos in one of the Discords the other day showing it off a bit.
Yeah, and
So
it looks
that's
functional. It's going to be the same way as Card Market. So if you are a seller, you could upload your cards, what cards you've got, and then people could go in, fill a basket, and be like, okay, I want to buy all these cards off you.
Yep.
And just do mix and match from sellers. So
right. Okay. So that at least you have an alternative in the works, right? But
yeah,
the thing of it is though is that are there really enough European or even just British players that are going to make it viable for that function to work for this one particular game? Obviously, if he's doing if he's allowing other games on there and whatnot, that's great. That means that there's going to be a greater chance for like Pokemon trades or Yu-Gi-Oh trades or even Magic trades, whatever card game that you like. But for Elestrals, I think it'll do until Elestrals isn't.
yeah. I think there's
Um,
Yeah.
maybe probably if you was to go through all the events and like the people that actually play, like go through all the
mhm.
events that have ever happened in the UK, find every unique name. I doubt there is more than 50 UK players, to be
Yeah,
honest.
nowhere near. There'll be nowhere near.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I mean, and that's and you look at the players that are in premier events for webcams and stuff too, and how many players are there, right?
Mm,
And how many of them are overseas players? Because we have only got like 4 people from Australia playing. Obviously because it's a weird time of day for them. Um, but then you got you guys from the UK, and that's a weird time of day for you. So it's like, why are we having these tournaments set on a particular day at a particular time when it's not conducive for the rest of the world. We should have a North America or whatever tournament, right? And then a separate premier event that is everyone else outside of that that's held at like 2 a.m. my time, right? And that's like you guys talk like 8 a.m. your guys' time, right? And you
Yeah.
could just play in that, and not have to worry about being up until like 2 or 3 in the morning, sort of thing. So it's just um I think it's just logistically not being handled well. Again, the distribution network, that's bad. That's a bad sign for the future of the game, or at least future of the of getting physical product into people's
Yeah.
hands. The TCG market, third party market for cards, is bad because it's just there's no traction there. Nobody's really moving cards through either of the resources that we have for Elestral singles, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it's all privately done. Like, hey, I have these cards. Do you want these cards? Which is what a lot of people do anyway. It's how a trading card game or a collectible card game works. But when you have marketplaces and stuff in place that try to balance the market cost for a lot of cards, and you don't have it there, or nobody's moving on there, then it's not going to be a viable source.
Yeah. I definitely don't help with the market, because if someone's like, "Oh, have you got this card?" I'm just like, "Yeah, take these cards."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you just give them
And that
away.
makes sense if you got a
Yeah, I
billion
just
of them,
give them
right?
away. Yeah.
If you got a billion commons and uncommons, yeah, dump them. Just give them to people. Fuck it. No,
Yeah.
don't. No problem. If it's something like a rare or a hollow rare or something like that, then it's like maybe, throw a quid my way to be fine.
Yeah.
Look
But
at you
especially if
getting
it's
into the
not.
British terms. A quid.
I've done that a lot. You already know this. But point is that if the cheap rares or whatever,
Yeah.
they're not worth more than a quid anyway, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got your hollow rares, which are probably worth maybe 5 quid if you're lucky. Depending upon the rare, and how popular it is. But yeah, it's just if you want to give your cards away, give them to me. I don't fucking care. I'll take them. You want to get rid of your collection? You want to get rid of your bulk? DM me. I'll take it. Just tell me how much you want for shipping. Don't send it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Because I'm trying to fill in play sets, and that's all I want to do. I don't care about
catch
colors.
this Ursia.
Yeah, well, I don't care about things that are not numbered in a set, right? That you can't get out of packs, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Stellars you can get out of packs, but I really don't care about that because they're so limited anyway. And so I'm not going to Stellar hunt. Don't care.
Yeah, it's too expensive to be able to do stellar hunting through packs for a start.
Yeah.
But there are people that are crazy enough to do it.
But if it's in a set, right? It's like if it's part of the set, if it's part of the numbered set, then yeah, I want it. Let me take it.
Yeah.
Give it to me, right? If it's not, if it's a stellar, I want all the Shattered Stars stuff like anybody else, but I don't really need it. All I want is to build a play set of all of the playable cards. If it only is available in full art, or if it's only available in hollow, yeah, I'll take it. But it might cost a little bit more. It's fine. Let me know. I'll take it. I know where this is heading, and I just want to get the cards, and I want to keep playing, in the future. Regardless of the future of Elestrals itself, I still want to keep playing because I'm having a good time with it. I mean, and this is a perfect segue to go into what we just did recently, which was multiplayer free-for-all tournament.
It was. It was King
I didn't
of
do
the
well,
Hill.
but I had fun.
Do we have to talk about it?
Yeah.
Sure, let's talk about it.
Why not? It was a good event. It was fun to watch.
Fun. I mean,
it was. The event was really good.
I don't care about the resolution of it. I mean, I had fun. Yeah, I could have won if we had players that were, cooperative.
That's one way of putting it. That's a very political way of saying it.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
I'm just saying, it was like I had a lot of fun playing it, and it was we had 4 players on a table, all playing Elestrals together, and just having a blast, man.
Yeah, everyone had fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
So
so
there was nobody taking it really seriously.
And I think that we should continue to do it more. And I think we have a date floating around, but we're not going to announce it today.
No, we're
But
working on
keep an eye out for it.
getting another event set up. It'll be the same pricing as last time, so it'll be another full-size poster like Cayman currently has in his background. I'm not sure if you can see it on the podcast camera. Definitely not if you're on Spotify through the audio. You can't see it. But
What's the 3 cost? What?
that's the Stellar Celestial from the tournament pack.
Okay.
That's the one that he's got in his background.
Well, okay, I shouldn't move that.
I don't know what he's
I
doing
was going
now.
to show you the card, but the cubo is going to fall down.
That's fine. Then don't worry about it. So the thing is that, that's fun, and to get a poster out of it that's your favorite card. Yeah, great. Let's do it.
It's literally any card that exists on Collect. I get made as a poster. I was given permission to do that for tournament pricing, so we're going to make use of it with that permission. So obviously Cayman's got one because he won one of the events. I've got one in my background, but mine's all blurred out. It's a Stellar Blistrix. Jack Yomu. He has currently the Stellar Toxion, and he won this tournament.
Oh, he does, yeah.
So he's got now the out of 10 Stellar Cryoscorch. Because
is he gone for
that's
that?
what he wanted, because it's funny, and he won with his Cryoscorch, so it makes sense. And I believe IGN, I think that's the name, how you pronounce it.
Yeah,
she have got the Toxie on. I think Jack's got the Toxie Swarm. Or vice versa.
Right, okay, yeah.
Because that was a 2v2 tournament, so both of those won
a team,
yeah. As a team, they won a poster each. So I do like the 2v2 format, but it requires too many things to go right. Like we need enough players, whereas free for all you just need an amount of players.
Yeah, free for all is way better.
Yeah,
at least 3.
At least 3 people for free for all. Ideally more.
It was streamed as well, so if you do want to go back and watch it, it's on Astro's.
It's on my YouTube channel. If you wanted to go back and watch the entirety of me attempting to cast with a sore throat, it's not ideal, but it was fun to watch. Like the plays that were made, everybody basically got their boss monster out except for one person, but they were on fish, so they don't really have a proper boss monster. But Jameson, you got your Posthumous out. Jack got his Cryoscorch out. Cayman, you got a Wasp Ivy out. And then Jack Gam got his Celestlio out. So it went really well. It was funny watching the rounds as it was playing out. Because I was screaming that I could see the plays that were going to happen, and then it happened. It's like, oh, this is awesome. This is great. I'm having the time of my life without actually playing it.
Well, it's like when Jack won at the end. I saw the Cryoscorch, but I didn't know he was on a Borealis.
No, I saw them both in his hand. I didn't comment on them necessarily whilst I was streaming it, but yeah, I saw both in hand, and I knew that he needed taking out, otherwise he was about to win. And then when Jameson and Cayman could not do anything, they had 0 spirits left and nothing on board. The other player just decided not to take out the person that actually had cards. So
yeah,
and then they lost because they were an idiot for doing that. But that's it. Never here nor there. We'll not shame people too much for being silly. A card game.
I mean, I should have finished him off earlier on. I didn't realise it until watching the stream back.
When you watch the stream back, you definitely had more opportunities to take out Jack and potentially win.
Yes. So I was on, obviously, Wasp Ivy Burn. So I was on Poison Nectar. I had 2 face down. I had the opportunity to search for a third one, and I could have burnt Jack out the game for free again. But I wanted a PTA to go into Wasp Ivy. And then I thought, well, Jameson and Jack are both on, I think you were both on 5 spirits at the time.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So I burnt you both for free, hoping that you couldn't do anything else. But at the time, I also had a Norby on board and I think it was a Cynexer on board.
Yes.
I attacked into Death Watch, his Aetheros with the Norby, ascended into Doppelgator. Jack had nothing on board with 3 spirits left. I could have done 3 damage.
Yeah.
And in that time, I didn't realise it, and it would have finished him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Which I should have realised.
also the
how
Psy
much-
Nectar can ascend with the Poison Nectar, by the way.
Yes, you can. Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
So if you
'Cause
did
I-
search for the third copy, you
Yeah.
could have gone into almost 5 with it
Yeah.
as well,
It would have been that'd
Yeah.
been the right play.
rather than
and the
playing
funny
a
thing
PTA.
is that your reaction, you're just like, oh, this is not going to help me at all with the Nobby because against me, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Play Nobby, I don't care. It's going to affect me at all.
Yeah. It was definitely really, really fun to watch. And
Yeah, it was. It was a fun game. It was fun. I mean, it's the most fun I've had playing Elestrals in a long time. When
Yeah.
I'm playing one-on-one, it's very frustrating, especially in the current environment. So I don't typically play that much in the current environment, but playing in multiplayer is so much fun because it's such a different animal, and we don't really change any of the rules at all for it. We just change how turn structure works, and that's
Yeah.
about it. Everything else functions almost identically.
yeah,
to
you're
the-
still
to
on
the
your 20
original game.
spirits, you're still on your 40 cards. We do it best of ones because otherwise the games will take absolutely forever. It was
Yeah.
50 minutes per one game. So
Yep.
that is way too long to do best of threes for.
Yeah, because if we did that, we'd
yeah.
be here. We'd
So-
still be playing the tournament.
Yeah, there's no side decks, so you just hope for the best basically, and
Yep.
you just
Yeah.
got to build your
Spoken
deck
with
around
again.
it. But I think
Yep.
the most fun you can have with free for all is just play your 1v1 deck in a free for all environment and see how well it does. Because sometimes you'll just get bullied. If you play Toxie on Toxie
Yeah.
Swarm, you are going to get bullied.
Yeah.
But if you play
Yeah,
very,
Christ-
very passively, like Jameson did in round 1, everybody was just setting things in defense until the big plays happened. The Posthumous hit the board, and I nearly shit myself. It was amazing to see because nobody else had anything really noteworthy in play, and it was a good time watching that. I definitely suggest
Yeah.
going back and rewatching it and see how fun it actually was.
I wonder
for
if
the
it's worth
free-for-all.
doing like a highlights video of it.
I could do
I have stolen some of your reactions to my cards for a video.
content creation. I guess
Yep.
take all your money.
No,
Imitation.
'cause I'm going to flag your video as
You're paying
copyright.
him to win? What's wrong with you? Paying him to win? What the hell?
But yeah,
No, I mean, if you're really interested in getting involved in our multiplayer format tournaments and other events, check our Discord. We'll put the links for that
Yep.
Discord in our descriptions for both audio and video. So they'll be there. Also, check out our other fine YouTube videos and audio that we have out. There is a archived footage for the Divine Council from our humble beginnings back in 2024. So there's several good things there. So look at it, look for that on our Patreon, or you may even still be able to find it on Spotify. So guys, is there anything else that we want to cover today?
I don't think so.
Doesn't seem like it. All right.
I think that's
So then-
basically it. Yeah, like we've
That's
gone
like
over the
stolen. It's like,
distribution.
any questions?
Yeah,
Seems like we-
Sat there
Got-
quietly.
Everything out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, as always, thanks you guys for your support, and we really appreciate you. And we're gonna say our goodbyes now.
Yep. You want to see my cock?
that is a very white cock. It's unbelievable.
Yes, it is.
I've never seen anything whiter than that.
I couldn't even see it. Did you bring the microphone?
I'll see if I can zoom in.
Microscope to see it? I didn't see it.
You see
there
it?
we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Sorry.
Just about.
No.
All right.
I ain't got to go magnifying glass.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, that's a
Anywho.
shame.
All right, guys. So that is us. Check out Astro Knight's channel, like we said. Check out Cayman's channel. He sometimes puts up funny cat videos, I guess. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Nobody
Wait,
really
what?
watches his channel. I mean, it's Pokemon.
No,
Nobody
no.
really watches it other than the shorts. And
Oh,
No.
so I was right. Funny cat videos because it's Pokemon, right? So
I suppose. And then yeah,
Okay.
check us out on YouTube. This is probably where you'll be watching or listening to this mainly. I would have thought maybe,
yeah.
unless you're one of them crazy people that do
18
actually
plus
follow
link in the
Spotify.
description down below. Make sure to press on that.
Yeah, and the OnlyFans link is in the description below. Um, this is where we
All
get
right.
Aphrodite in a bikini.
Woohoo!
100%.
And Hera too. How about and Demeter? Let's go.
Exactly.
All
All
right.
three of them together. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Yep. All right. So until next time, thank you guys for watching, listening, and we will catch up with you later.
See ya.
See ya.
Thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed this program. If you'd like to know more about Elestrals or any of the topics we've discussed today, just click any of the links in the description and it will take you to the various different locations to learn about Elestrals and the people that made it. Also, if you'd like to support us, you can just click one of the other links in the description. That will take you to our Patreon page, which is a small donation, can get you behind the scenes content and other fun things that we're planning to do in the future. If you'd like us to support us in another way, just go ahead and like, share, subscribe again, and thank you for listening. We hope you have a fantastic day.